Hello Penny Pinchers, my name is Dehan and welcome back to your number one place for all your investing needs. In today's video, we're going to be looking at 3 penny stocks that are currently trading under $4 per share. So let's dive on in and check them on out, guys. The first penny stock trading under $4 is going to be Mbev SA. So when it comes to the reopening stocks, many are related to restaurants, food, and beverage. This includes Mbev SA, which could see more, some resurgence soon as reopening continues in America. Now, Mbev is a company that produces, distributes, and sells beer, soft drinks, and more. It operates in America, Brazil, and Central America, and even the Caribbean. Now, it sells products under popular brands like Budweiser, Bud Light, Lipton, Pepsi, 7-Up, and many more. Many believe that this reopening stock has a lot of potential in the market as, stadiums start to open up and different things like that, little shops. Now, one of these things that Mbev has done to weather some of the Rona storm is to think outside of the box when it comes to using its current assets. Now, for example, late last month, Mbev converted part of the brewery in Brazil into an oxygen producing and bottling facility to help local hospitals. More on brand is the company's directive in utilizing technology to increase its reach. In a previous update, Mbev explained that Mbev technology platforms were exponentially adopted in 2020. Digital business are here to stay, and platforms like ZE Delivery and Bees, our super app, we're at the right place in the right time. As for the fourth quarter, we built on the commercial momentum from Q3 to deliver a good finish to the year. More importantly, the success of our commercial strategy as the quarter also positioned us well for 2021. Now, with alcohol not likely to go anywhere, no matter with the economic state, ABEV could be on the list of penny stocks to watch right now. Let's take a quick look. Ticker symbol ABEV, like we said, currently trading at around $2.72. It was down about 1.5% for the day. It's been bouncing back and forth. It's been trading here between the $2 and $3 level pretty much for the past year or so. Volume is pretty decent. I mean, we're trading about, depending on the day, but we're averaging between 10 and 30 million shares traded. We saw it here, since November time period, go from $2 to highs to about $3. Pull back down to about $2.20 here when the market pulled back. But after that market pullback, we saw a continuation up to about 287 or so. And then obviously right here, we seem to be consolidating with the previous support level that we see from 2020 here on 629 2020. So we're building up this support level right here, bouncing back and forth. Now we need that consolidation. Once we're finished with that consolidation, hopefully we have some good earnings with the reopening, obviously, of the economy. Stadiums are going to be open, like I said. Different restaurants are going to be open, and things are going to start booming once again, hopefully, which will definitely benefit a lot of these reopening stocks. And I think that this one could be good if they have a good earnings for the second quarter, third quarter, and then the fourth quarter. It's eventually going to continue to go higher and higher. Revenue is going to be rolling in, profits are going to be rolling in, which is a good sign for any company, obviously. And investors are going to see that positive data come through, and hopefully the value of the stock will continue to march on higher and higher. With this one, we're going to give it a price target of about $4.50 for 2021, and we'll see how far we can go with the reopening of the economy, if it continues to roar or not. So let me know in the comments below. What do you guys think about ABEV? Now, as always, guys, I appreciate the support on the channel. Go ahead and smash that like button for me. Let's aim for 100 plus likes on this video. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on that bell notification so you get notified every time we make a new video. And as always, leave a comment below. What penny stocks are you trading right now? If you want to sign up for Webull and get your 2 free stocks valued at up to $1,800, links are going to be in the description for that as well. Now let's get into the rest of this countdown, guys. We have a hot one coming in at the number 2 spot. The second hot penny stock trading under $4 right now is going to be Target Hospitality Corp. So Target offers rental and hospitality services in the United States. It owns a network of rental units with more than 13,800 beds across 26 communities. Now, these rental properties target oil and gas companies, energy infrastructure companies, and government contractors. Now, it is no surprise when the Rona took over, this company's stock price was crushed. So things could be finally, turning back around in 2021 for Target Hospitality. 1 week ago, the company released its fourth quarter and full year results. It was no surprise that it had a net loss and a declining revenue. This is obviously a result of the coronavirus pandemic. Now, in regards to the future of the company, CEO and President Brad Archer stated that we have continued to see improvement in customer demand and anticipate gradual increase in end market customer activity throughout 2021. As the market continues to normalize, with hopefulness around the reopening, it looks like the market has come around even after the drab earnings. Management's commentary may have struck a chord as TH stock has climbed over 80% since earnings were released. Wow, guys, let's just take a quick second to just think about that. 80% just since earnings. Wow, you would have almost made 100% gains just after the earnings. So that is huge. This stock is definitely my top pick on this list and a stock that I'm going to be adding personally to my radar to see what happens throughout the rest of the year. So ticker symbol TH, Target Hospitality Corp. Market cap is only about 368 million, so it's not that high at all. We hit highs today of about $4.20 almost, or actually we did $4.20. That was the high. If we look at the 5-day chart, I mean the stock was trading down here $2.50. Then we saw right here on the month chart, it was trading at around $1.82. So from that $1.83 area until now, we've pretty much made 100% gain just in the past, week or two. So volume as well, you can see that it's been picking up lately. So it was up about 12.69% today, and then 6% more in the after hours. Trading at $3.64. Short term, mid term, long term, very bullish on the stock. We see it last year after the Rona started. It did, have this huge spike, but then pull back down, traded at under $1 pretty much here throughout the rest of 2020. And then we saw it continue this trend on higher. Now, the thing is, obviously, we had that huge volume right here, 26 million shares traded. But usually we're trading about 1 million shares recently. But even before that, it was trading less than that. Less than 500,000 shares actually, but it seems like this one is very hot right now, and it seems like this positive news from the CEO of the company, definitely started to give investors some confidence, which is a great sign. If this is just happening right now with the reopening potentially happening, can you just imagine what's going to happen in the next quarter or the quarter after that and the quarter after that? We have to give stocks an outlook 6 months to 12 months out to see what is the potential going to happen with the reopening of the economy. Obviously things will be booming, which will be a great, sign for the company like this, Target Hospitality. And I think this one has so much more upside. Now, it is a little bit overbought in my opinion. I mean, it raised up 80, 90% in the past few weeks. So we might see a slight pullback. But if it breaks through the previous resistance here, 52-week high of about 429, which we could potentially see. If it passes through that, we could continue to higher and make new 52-week highs. But in my personal opinion, what I think is going to, realistically happen is we might hit around that $4 range, and then the stock might do a pullback. We might see some profit taking and some selling off right there. We might see a pullback down to about $3 or so per share, and then we're going to consolidate around that $3 area for a few months, and then see another, blast on up. I think going into the next quarter, we could definitely see $5 or so. So this one for 2021, I'm going to give it a really good target. I'm going to give it a target of about $7 or so. It could potentially leave that penny stock range, so about $7, maybe even $8 per share for the end of 2021, which would make it almost a 1 billion market cap company. Almost, it'll be around the 700, 800 million market cap. So definitely one to add to your list. I think this one has some huge potential for the rest of 2021, and it is a hot stock. One of my top picks actually that I've seen in recent times on my channel. So definitely one I'm going to be adding as well. Let me know in the comments below. What do you guys think about Target Hospitality Corp? Is it going to be on your radar or not? And last but not least, the third penny stock trading under $4, and this one's going to be a cheap one, is going to be Reed's Inc. So as mentioned before in this article, beverage companies were hit hard during the pandemic. For huge corporations, it was much easier to cope with the losses caused by the Rona. For smaller companies, this was tougher and drove many out of business. Reed's has been able to survive the pandemic and could be on the up in 2021. Now, Reed's is a company that develops, sells, and manufactures handcrafted beverages. Some of its brands include Virgil's Craft Soda, Ginger Canada, and more. Now, most of its products are sold to grocery stores and mass merchants. Now, obviously, fewer people are going to out and buying, during the pandemic. But now that things have turned around in the world, it could be a great, for Reed's. Recently, the company announced its fourth quarter and full year 2020 results. Its net sales went up 49% in the fourth quarter of 2020 because of lifting the restrictions and volume growth. Now, its core brand gross sales went up about 38% year over year. In addition to this great news, Reed's gross profits went up about 490% year over year. Clearly, the results were strong for the company. REED stock price has slowly risen since the beginning of 2021. Furthermore, compared to its 2020 low of about 36 cents per share, Reed stock has mounted a clear recovery so far with close to 200% gains. So this one, ticker symbol REED, currently trading at around $1.18. It was up today just under about almost a percent or so. So about 1 penny, or almost a penny, I guess you could say. Right here, short term, mid term, long term, they're very bullish on this one. We saw last year try to make this recovery up to about $1.64, then pulled back down the rest of 2020, traded around 61 cents. To end the year off. Now, we went from that 60 cents area, made about 100% gain, closing at 133 here in February. Then we pulled back down. It seems like we're consolidating, but the lows are getting lower and the highs are getting higher. So we're going to have this, squeeze right there and a push, hopefully with some momentum. We're trading around 500,000 to 1 million shares every single day. what we're going to be looking with this one, obviously, once again, with the reopening of the economy. So pretty much all three of these are going to be benefiting from the reopening of the economy. We need to fight, the Rona, obviously. More vaccines are coming out. The people that want to take them, they're going to take them. And, hopefully that will help them. The ones that don't want to take them, hopefully they'll be healthy enough to, make things work still and continue to push through, buy, more products and everything at the stores and go to stadiums and do different things like that to, make these companies make profits and continue to roar on higher. Now, Reed, I think right here, like we said, it's going to consolidate around this $1 level, close to $1, maybe, a few cents up, a few cents down for the next few months. Now, going into the next quarter, like I said, all three of these stocks, I think going into the next quarter are going to have a huge run up going into the quarter and then potentially blow out earnings with the reopening, especially if we go full on reopening, especially right here in the United States right now. If we do a full reopening pretty much on every state and less restrictions, I think that all three of these penny stocks on this list are going to have some roaring, earnings and they're just going to blow it out of the water. And we're going to see some great gains going into the next quarter and then the quarter after that and the quarter after that. So the next, year or so, I think is going to be, huge for the reopening stocks. Not everybody is trading these penny stocks as well. Some people are, trading blue cap stocks that are still, in the reopening, I guess, economy stocks. So those stocks are going to be benefiting a lot as well. So if you're a reopening person right now, I'm sure there's many people that are loading up. I've already seen a lot of these companies, boom on higher in the last few months. Pretty much in 2021, a lot of these reopening stocks have been going higher and higher as people have been transferring from the tech sector into the reopening stocks. But now it seems like the tech sector is gaining some momentum again, as we saw in the recent times. Facebook, the FANG stocks, Facebook's, Apple, Amazon, Netflix, and Google have been hitting higher highs and higher highs. Facebook today and Google, I believe, and even Amazon, they're all hitting all-time highs right now. All of these companies. And then Apple's lagging behind a little bit, as well as Netflix. But Netflix is a huge player as well. So the FANG stocks are starting to push on higher, which is a good sign as well. So that means the tech sector is, starting to come back up once again. And the reopening stocks are starting to trend on higher, which is just a positive sign, overall. So REED, I think it's going to do great. I think it's going to trade over $2 per share by the end of 2021, potentially even higher. I mean, I could see this one going up over 200% for the rest of the year as the, earnings are going to be, hopefully they're going to be decent, but we'll have to wait and see what happens in the next few months. Now, as always, guys, obviously none of this is going to be financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This is just for educational purposes. These are just three stocks right now that are trading under $4 per share. Actually, two of them are trading even lower than that. But we have, some great plays for the reopening of the economy. If you guys like this type of content and you think, I should make some more videos like this, smash that like button for me. Let's aim for 100 plus likes. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on that bell notification so you get notified every time we make a new video. Leave a comment below. What penny stocks are you buying right now, or what stocks in general are you buying? Are you in the reopening plays or not? And as always, if you want to sign up for Webull and get your 2 free stocks valued at up to $1,800, links are going to be in the description as that as well. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.